What's going on, internet? My name's mflareflare, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Battle Spot Single. Today with a new team here of Mega Heracross, Feraligatr, Greninja, Volcarona, Garchomp, and Togekiss. So we're gonna hop right into things. This is episode 18, I believe, and I'm gonna try and do a little bit of recording here. Just waiting to find someone. This is, I think, when I'm recording this is 2 days before the shutdown of the rating battles. What are they shutting down? I don't remember. Not important right now. Is coming up against a Scizor, a Rotom Wash, a Entei, Cresselia, Nidoqueen, and a Hydreigon. So common weaknesses: 1 weak to fire, 2 weak to bug, a couple of resist the bug thrown in there. Big things, the Cresselia could be a big problem along with the Scizor. Volcarona kind of runs through quite a bit of my opponent's team here, as I believe he's carrying the Giga Drain. Setting up a Core Dance will be pretty big. I think a team of Heracross, Volcarona, and Garchomp will do pretty well in this matchup. Now the question is who to lead with, and I'm going to restart. Stupid. Hold on. Capture card is going all fuzzy. So, I'm going to... I think leading off with... I think lead of Garchomp followed by Volcarona and Heracross in the back. Garchomp getting the most options out front. Seeing who my opponent leads with. Right, so I'm going to lead off with my Garchomp. I'm just going to lead with his Entei, which is a great position for me now. He is carrying at least 3 Levitators, so I would not be surprised if he went out into one of them right now. And there's a good chance it could either be the Rotom Wash or the Cresselia, because I don't necessarily see him into a Hydreigon, especially on a Garchomp, unless he thinks I'm going to lock myself in an Earthquake. Now, I don't really see him staying in here, so I'm just going to go for an Outrage. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's going to withdraw. I'm pretty sure Crest would be a good switch in here. There's a Crest, I'm going to lock myself in the Outrage, see how much this will do. That's going to be... Ooh, that's a crit. So I'm locked in the Outrage right now, and he could fire off an Ice Beam, and that would be pretty bad for me. Now, get back-to-back crits, maybe? Not going to do enough to get back-to-back crits, as I'm going to fall into my confusion here. So he's going to go for a Moonlight. And I'm going to take the opportunity to switch out, because I'm not going to want to... Not really going to want to stay in here and lock myself in the Outrage. I think Heracross is a better switch in here than the Volcarona. Just seeing as that, just in case he wants to double out and go on into the Entei. So he's going to go for another Moonlight here. Now, very easily I can see my opponent going out into the Entei, as opposed to wanting to stay in on a Heracross. But I'm going to... I think I'm going to make the hard read here. I don't see him staying in on a Heracross. So I'm going to go for a Rock Blast, predicting him going into the Entei. Is that Entei? That is Nidoqueen, so I was wrong. I'm going to Mega Evolve into Mega Heracross, fire off a Rock Blast. See how much damage she's going to do. It's not going to do much of anything. Now, this Nidoqueen looks like she is defensive. Critical hit there. I'm going to fire R5. That's going to do not very effective. Now, do I want... I think... I'm not sure what I want to do, because you could very easily go for a poison sludge wave, and that would not do well with really anyone on my team. Because I don't really... This is a hard thing. I have to keep Garchomp around for that Entei, and really Volcarona around for the Cresselia, because they can hit hard on the special side, especially with the after a Quiver Dance and going for a Bug Buzz. So I'm actually running out of time here. I think I'm just going to go for a close combat. See how much this can do. Not going to do enough, since it's not very effective. Pretty much my best option, I think. Maybe I'm going to go for a Flamethrower. This is probably sheer force boost, and that's going to do quite a bit of damage, and it's going to knock me out. Now, I think I'm going to do here is I'm going to go on a Garchomp. And the thing is, he can't stick around in here with my Garchomp threatening the Earthquake. I'm going to actually go for a Crunch. Yes, he's going to switch out. He's going to predict the Earthquake, but joke's on you, I went for a Crunch. Which is not going to do much, as I'm going to get hurt by the Rocky Helmet again. That's going to do nothing. So that's going to bring me down to about half. So I can't take many more Rocky Helmet hits. So I'm going to go straight out into the Volcarona, because he has not seen this yet. He's going to go for an Ice Beam. Not going to do too much to me. Basically, he could go out into the Entei right now, no problem. And that's what I see him doing. And as long as this Cresselia is around, I'm in a very, very bad position. Because it's super defensive. And the only thing I have to get around the Entei is the Garchomp. Do I think he's going to switch out? Yes, I think he's going to switch out. So I'm going to go ahead and make the read go out of the Garchomp, predicting the Entei. Now, this is where I could very well lose. Probably where I am going to lose. No, he's going to switch out as well. Is he going to go? He's probably going to go out in the Entei. That is Entei? Yes, that is the Entei. So we already saw what I did the last time this thing came. Now what I need to do is I need to catch something. I need to do something, because that crest is just I can't take any more Rocky Helmet damage. I have to go for an Earthquake. So, oh, I read him correctly, and that's going to be good night. To the Entei is a crit. Not that it mattered. But now he's free to go back out into Cresselia. Now, I don't necessarily need the Garchomp anymore, because I can just set up a few Quiver Dances, and that'll be enough to take out the Nidoqueen, and more than enough to take out this Cresselia, because the Cresselia's not going to be able to do much for me. I'm just going to stay in and sack me off. So his Levitate's going to fire. That's alright. And this is the right play, I think. Just getting a free switch into the Volcarona. Just not sure what this crest is going to have. I mean, I could have saved it, but this prevents just more damage being taken, so I'm just going to start Quiver Dancing up. Of course, I run the risk of getting frozen, but what's he going to do? I'm pretty sure I have Citrus Berry on this Volcarona, because Scarf Jolly Scarf Jolly, Garchomp, and so he's gonna go for a Psychic, set up a Coordinates. How much is he gonna do? Not enough. I'm just gonna set up at least 2, possibly 3. Mattress Feed is gonna forfeit right there. So that's a 1-0 victory in our first battle today. Actually a 2-1 victory. You don't see many of those around. But I think my opponent saw that once I got set up with the Volcarona, there was really no chance of him, especially seeing as the Cresselia was on the special side, didn't really have anything to hit me physically or super effectively, so it was pretty much get a crit, hope for a freeze or something like that. But good game to my opponent, as we're going to head right into match number 2. So I'd like to continue battling. So, match number 2, last battle of the day, or this episode anyway, and I actually have to make sure I upload these. I've got about 8 episodes from 9 to 17 edited on my computer. All I gotta do is just upload them to YouTube, but that's not going to happen. As you see, someone with a 15-13 rating from Japan, coming in with a team of Gengar, Talonflame, Latios, Garchomp, what's that thing? Superior and Mawile. Possible Megas, we got at least 3, 4. Most likely in the Mawile or the probably the Mawile or the Gengar. Common weaknesses on my opponent's team: got 2 weak to Ghost, 2 weak to Fire, 2, 3 resists, 2, 3 weak to Ice, 1 neutral, 1 resist. So, taking a look, for Alligator does really well. Volcarona does really well. For the Talonflame, I don't really have much. Setting up for Alligator, getting a D-Dance up or 2, maybe, or actually the Focus Sash Greninja. Probably a good option here, as he can handle most of my opponent's team, barring any Sash users, and hopefully he can outspeed things. So, I think Greninja for Alligator and Togekiss this match will do the best. So that's what I'm going to bring in that order. Greninja being Focus Sash, for Alligator being Life Orb, Adamant, and Togekiss being Bold Leftovers. So my opponent locked in her team pretty quickly. Let's see what she decides to lead off with. So I'm thinking I'm going to record 2 or 3 more episodes and then try and do the demo about 2 weeks later than the internet already got a hold of it. I'm going to go talk about my thoughts on VGC 2017, I guess, because those rules were released about a few weeks ago as of this recording anyway. It's probably been about over a month by the time this will go up on YouTube. But just my thoughts, and probably because the only time I'll ever be playing is on Battle Spot, because I'm not going to be able to go to tournaments. He's going to lock himself in Outrage. He can bring down my Focus Sash. Not that big of a problem. And I'm going to go for a nice beam, knock him out, because he's probably scuffed. Turn 1 plays out just as I expected it to. Now I can bring in the Talonflame here, and I'll just have to sack him off. Oh well. Shocker. Talonflame comes out. Not much really I can do. I think this is where I lose, because huh? You're going for I mean, this puts him in an interesting position because I'm going to be able to see what he brings out. Now, the Superior kind of is a little bit of a problem, but now we get to see his entire team as his last Pokemon is a Mawile, meaning Togekiss is about to have some fun. So, let's have some fun. So I'm going to go for Thunder Wave here, as I think if I Thunder Wave, he's going to stay in, go for Iron Head maybe. but I should be able to take that being bold, max defense, max HP. And then I can go for flamethrower? Or air slash if I want to start doing it, because he'll resist the flying move, but he's super effective with the... So I'm going to go for a thunder wave. I think what I want to do is do at least 1 or 2 air slashes just to make sure that Annie's fully paralyzed. Okay, so this works out really well for me, and I'm just going to go for an air slash. Now, he could... Yeah, so I'm going to do at least 2 of those, just to make sure that when I do go for my flamethrower that he does get knocked out. Now, depending on how much damage I can not take from this Mawile, because now I'm in this point where I could go for, I think he could go for a Sucker Punch, so I'm just going to go for the flamethrower. So, we're going to see if this can take him out. Yeah, it's not... He's going to go for an Iron Head, that's going to hurt. Oh, man. Now I lose. Okay. So he's paralyzed. I'm going to go for an Aqua Jet. I don't have Aqua Jet. I have Waterfall in this one. And the other one has Aqua Jet. So, he needs paralyzed, so unless he's going to go... And he's fully paralyzed going for the Sucker Punch, which is best case scenario for us. Can the Feraligatr live for Brave Bird from Talonflame? Most likely, probably not. But it'll be a 0-0 loss, which, you know, doesn't mean much. So, because either he's going to take himself out with the recoil and what little damage he's able to do to me, or... Man, I should have went for Scald. I was not expecting to live. Period. But I think this is the end for Alligator, and... But you never know, people are pretty crazy. He's going to go for Brave Bird. Probably, like, well, I guess it makes sense to switch out, but he was taking a big risk that didn't go for Scald. Just, I live! What? And he didn't take himself out either, so this is going to take out the Talonflame. Good night, good sir. And that's going to be a win for Alligator. Gators, chomp chomp, Tim Tebow. I shouldn't name my Feraligatr Tim and Tebow. But that's going to be a 1-0 victory for us. And that's going to bring about the end of the episode. Thanks for watching. Hopefully come around next time to see this team back in action again. See if we can get 2 wins again. But I'm going to get out here. See you next time.